plight of the white man, because I got an email that on my MySpace that said I'm taking you off my top 8 Patrice because you're a racist and blah blah blah. He was like me and now he doesn't, and he's like, look, put yourself in the position of a white man. And I've tried to think really, because that's a fair question,
right.
And I'm like, what do you have to go through? And again, I don't want to hear that my daughter's dumb, that my kids barely can read, my mother has a goiter, they're taking taxes. I don't want to hear stuff
plight
that's
exclusive for the white plight.
To Peckerwoods. I mean, to can I say that?
Yeah.
Stump brain?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I can say any abusive white thing I want.
Almost.
Wow. What's the white thing I can't say? White MFer?
Yeah, you can't say
but
that.
I'm saying, is there any...
but it's the MFer that you can't.
Is there any white slur that I cannot say?
I guess
redneck?
we're gonna find. You can say redneck.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, Jeff Foxworthy made that okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you say moon cricket? That's what they call us.
I have never heard moon cricket.
Oh, yeah, I learned that in Boston. I said, look, N-word is getting old. What's the new one? Somebody said moon cricket. I said, damn. That's one you say at a party. That's one that even if you're around a lot of white people, you got to look around 6 times like, moon cricket. And I don't even, porch monkey. Can you say porch monkey?
Ooh, that's close.
Porch monkey is even understandable where it could come from, which is,
right.
All the porches. I see some
in
old slave pictures, and you're just sitting around looking at it. They call you monkey, and they're sitting there. I can understand that and a lot of things like that. But there is absolutely, really, honestly, there's no racial slur that is barred from black people saying about white people. And I think that's unfair, because that almost gives you a sense of superiority.
That's the plight of white people. That's one of the things you can put on your list as the plight.
That I can call them something that doesn't matter?
Yes.
When I say that, and this is what I mean about the country having issues and making issues that have nothing to do with us. Because the average dude, really, the average black dude that thinks is not bothered by the N-word. And if we had a decision, we go, I don't care, man. You say what you feel like saying, because I'm going to say everything I want to say, because I'm awful. You better be lucky I ain't white, because I am a racist. God, I'm awful. Look, if you can see me right now, I know faces that can look at people and go, ugh. I go, ugh, the best you ever seen in your life. Oof. Anyway, we're talking about the plight of the white man. Pete from the Bronx. Pete?
Hey, morning, guys.
How are you, sir?
Hey, listen, try being a Jew. I mean, I got people still blaming me for killing God.
Hey, look,
know.
This is very interesting about black people and the Jews, man. I'm really obsessed with comparing your plight to our plight. I really am, and
all my buddies from go ahead.
And let me ask you this, sir. You stop me when I'm wrong. Jews moved on pretty well. This is what I'm looking at, because Jews, you've moved on pretty well. And
some
also,
Jews,
Jews,
not the stupid poor Jews like me, but some Jews moved on.
No, you've moved on from your 2 plights that I think you have 1 more plight above us. Because I count slavery as a continuing epic that never stops.
Well, at least in your work camps, they let you work. In ours, they killed us.
But, okay, don't get me wrong now. Now, if I say something wrong, it ain't because I'm trying to be anti-Semite. But, from 1619 to 1865, a lot of stuff was going on, okay?
Yeah,
I would say in that particular time, let's say just the Holocaust, that at least it was quick, and like in the span of 5 years, it was quick. And the thing about the Holocaust, one, it's still a crime to be a Nazi.
Right.
Still a crime. It was vilified, the Geneva Convention and all that. You had an actual villain. Like if this was a James Bond movie and you said, I'm going to write a James Bond movie based on the Holocaust, everything is in place. You have the bad guy, you have his henchmen, you have the hero, you have the villains. Everything is... So when I mean that you moved on as a Jew, you are able to move on because you don't have to look at every German like he's a Nazi. It's very
Yeah,
specific.
but, I mean, the problem with slavery with black people is that if your kids are born, your kids are slaves. That was really the worst part of slavery. You should say, okay, you're a slave, but your kids, they're free.
Let's go back. Let's go back to Yul Brynner days then. And
when the Jews were building the pyramids, the kids were born, they were free. They were actually walking around the town.
Oh wait, it was only one generation slavery during the Exodus.
It was a whole different thing, and also they took care of them like slaves were actually, part of society. So it wasn't like, when the Jews were building the pyramids, it was different. White people kind of learned from that. They learned how to really do slavery big time.
Holy mother of G! Are you saying that that this country said, here's the mistakes that Yul Brynner made, and we're going to fix it this time?
Yeah, I think these scumbags really perfected it. Listen, we're going to get these guys over here, and we're going to build an industry. We're going to get all the cotton. That's why the whole North said, whoa. They didn't want to stop slavery because they had a moral problem. They weren't making any money off of it.
Right. This is delicious.
Yeah.
And I'm glad a Jew's saying it because now they can just doubly hate you.
It makes truth.
I don't know how you. But here's your situation. Jews' stereotype is that they run the world. That's your stereotype. Is that you have connived and found a way to rule planet Earth under some evil scheme. And so ultimately, as a people, you were able to move on. That's my thing is, I'm trying to figure out a way to move on. And please, if you say to me, anybody, just love, it starts with you, man. It starts with your heart. Will you shut up? Please with that. It starts with, I'm a cup is half empty guy. So please, I want to go, look, man, and look, it doesn't wear me out. It just is the fact.
Do it easily.
That, like I say, the OJ verdict, when the fact that you see everybody cheering and everybody sad, will tell you that that's not some taught thing.
It's not about.
I didn't text every black person to say cheer when he got away, and I didn't text everybody. See, this is interesting because my thing is, I always looked at the Jews during the Moses time. They could be finished because they were freed by God.
Right.
Yul Brynner wanted to kill him. Hey, hold up. Thanks for calling, Pete. Yul Brynner wanted to call him, to kill him, and he went out to kill him. You saw the movie.
Yeah,
I know all my Bible stuff.
Chariots.
I know all my Bible stuff
from MGM.
White Moses come in, and he was the whole story.
Right.
The Pharaoh made sure all the firstborn, because it was a prophecy.
Passover.
Firstborn of this and that, and then
lamb's blood on the wall. All that.
But and it's still, you still got all these holidays based on that. You have a system of living based on that, meaning the Ten Commandments are all really kind of, that's our system of living. That's everybody's system of living, is the Ten Commandments. Really, you kind of base. If you're basically good, that's how you're trying to
follow
live.
Some of those, at least the
thou shalt not kill. It'd be
steal.
Nice. A lot of dudes, Travis, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. That's not working out for me. I'm playing with you, Travis. So,
but the Jews were able to move on because there was a national, like what we talk about, the de-Dixification of Germany. Like they removed the swastikas, the eagles, everything. It became nationally, it became not okay to be a Nazi.
Right.
And that's why they're able to.
I don't know. Hey, Stump Brain, is slavery? What are you doing? Playing Sudoku?
No, keeping track. I'm posting this on onaradio.com.
Okay. Was slavery ever said to be a criminal act or a crime against humanity? Slavery in America? Find that out for me.
I'm sure it is.
Todd in New York. How you doing, man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm going all right. I'm trying to figure out the plight of the white man. I'm dead serious, man, because I want to end this. I want to end it.
Yeah, you and me both, man. I think there's a lot of people that do.
But what do you want to end?
I want to end all of that. What's the point in racism, man? I'm a 22-year-old white male.
right.
And the average white guy has to work just like anybody else.
We know that. I know that. That's the thing. You got to understand, black people are not on that. That's not our platform, man. Our platform is not that you don't work hard and that you ain't trying to take care of your family and things like that. Our platform is something that the country did to our psyche that doesn't enable us to really, truly love your skin color. That's what it is. That's all it is. It's like we're trying to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? I understand you're a hard-working dude, but it doesn't matter, really, because you feel upset, and you're just an average-working 22-year-old white guy, but you're applying my feelings to you, which tells you something. You should just go, nah, it ain't me, and I feel what you feeling, black man, but it ain't me. But it gets to you. You're a young 22-year-old, and it gets to you. Something's going on out there.
Because it doesn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at a black man, and I'm just like, it's another black man. There's nothing wrong with this guy. He's probably doing the same things I'm doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe
it's not everybody in the country really, they don't care about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? There are people that do. You got, the Klan. You've got, white supremacists.
So what do I do? What do I do about them? I just kind of do the whole turn the other cheek, kind of look the other way, kind of love them kind of thing. Because that's what we always kind of did. Is we took a nice brick to the side of the head while we're trying to be peaceful, and it's always kind of been that way. But I'm feeling you. Thanks for the call, man. Thank you.
I have the answer to your question.
What's that?
Technically, slavery was illegal when the 13th Amendment was adopted in 1865, so it has been illegal in America.
It's illegal to do.
Yes.
But also, the Holocaust is illegal. But it's also, the act of the Holocaust itself was a criminal act. I think if the country, I'm trying to think of some ways we can get over it. I think if the country actually said that slavery was a criminal act, I know it's going to mean nothing, but I think if it's some type of trial, the country committed a crime, it's only going to be 5 people that actually are going to. You can't convict you convict an idea.
Well, there was like I said the other day, there was a formal presentation in the Congress this past summer where America apologized, saying, yes, what we did was wrong.
Do you know how arrogant that is?
Well,
any white guy can get up and apologize for slavery.
Congress is not a totally white institution. I don't know if you checked
Congress is... Stop, Stump Brain. Congress is white. Just stop. Just stop. Just
Senator
stop.
Obama
just because there's some blackness somewhere don't mean it's not. We're talking institutional situations here.
Right.
I'm saying that the Holocaust in itself was a crime. Right?
Yeah.
So they didn't scoop up everybody, but anybody that they thought was affiliated with it to this day is a criminal. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be hard to do that, but I'm saying at least where historically black people can go, oh, okay, these people, let's say you put on trial anybody that owned land at that time, plantation, or say, listen, the 40 acres and a mule thing.
Once you do that, it becomes financial. And then through our legal system now, then people can start to make a movement towards reparations.
What? Because, see, reparations will never really make us happy. Because, let's be honest, dudes get their reparation money, let's be honest.
Lap dances and
some new now pomade.
Colt 45.
Let's be honest. That ain't going to change. We're going to be in deep trouble. If we get reparation money... If we get reparation, we ain't ready for reparation money. Because if we get reparation money and still talk slavery and still talk racism and still talk racial, they'll just say, all right, slavery's back. What's the point? Because we're gonna put you up there again so we can give you another reparation in 5 years because there's nothing else we could do. You know what I'm saying? Hold on then. We're going to go to Pat. Pat in Howard Beach, how are you, sir?
What's up, Patrice? How you doing?
I'm good, sir.
So, I'm Howard Beach, probably the most racist part of New York, if you didn't know that already.
Okay.
I would have to definitely say that our plight is having to deal with Al Sharpton. We can watch the news and
Specifically, or everybody, specifically Al Sharpton, or people like Al Sharpton?
People like Al Sharpton, but specifically Al Sharpton himself. I think not only has he made more people racist, but he's just set people back. Everybody, the white people conversations when no black people around is all about Al Sharpton.
See,
I don't think anybody likes Al Sharpton.
Thank you for your call, man. Thanks. I think high-thinking people are also a big problem in terms of this racial thing. Meaning the Bill O'Reillys of the world, who you can't prove is racist. That's another thing. Can't prove it no more.
Right.
It's like something you kind of got to feel. But like Al Sharpton, Bill O'Reilly,
Sean Hannity.
Sean, I know the dudes, I'm going to call him Sean,
Sean.
SH. It's that most people are dumb. I mean, most people are only smart enough to listen, but not communicate. So when you got somebody that you feel is communicating on your behalf, you just let them communicate.
It's a multiple choice.
You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, Al Sharpton is really one of the best communicators out there. Because, see, Farrakhan is, to me, the best communicator. But he's what he is. He's just what he is. He's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but, see, Al is in the game. Farrakhan's not in the game. Farrakhan is I think he's trying to really enlighten everybody on some other stuff. But Al is in that game. And I think the fact that Al is in that game, he uses the fact that there's a lot of black people who just love any black man who could communicate the black plight. Like, and I don't, look, my thing is, I just want to see things like the Michael Vick thing. I don't want to defend criminals. I'm a dog lover. But when white people accuse any black, I'll tell you how black people react. When white people go after a black dude, and it seems like they're going after a black dude, it's
a knee-jerk reaction.
It's just black people are compelled
to defend
a dog drowner. You know what I mean? But white people are never compelled to defend Gary Ridgway for chopping up 20,000 hookers. You know what I'm saying? What's the dude? The BTK guy for tying up families and killing white people.
Because they don't feel a connection to him, and they don't feel as though they have to.
But why do they feel a connection to black people generalizing their skin color? But they don't feel a connection to. I mean, quite frankly, look at Stunt Brain. We should be horrified of him. Stunt Brain look like he got people tied up in his house. He definitely looks like a Middle East. He fits the profile of somebody that murdered some people. Couple of hookers dead around him. But I'm not afraid of the dude.
Yeah.
Why is that not the case? But I'm not saying this to say it should be the case. I'm saying that this is how we're thinking, man. You know? All right.